Can we survive one whole lap on a Supercross track with nothing but whoops on it? That is the question we're going to try to answer today in MX Simulator. This is CH Moribund SX by Caleb Hall, and it basically is a track of nothing but whoops. There are a few rhythm jumps leading into the whoops, some wall jumps and other things like that, but otherwise it's basically just nothing but whoop sections. So we're going to jump in. I have not even tried this track yet, and see if we can actually survive one whole lap around this track. Now, one thing that could help me get through this is, of course, going to Race Tech seminars coming up November 2nd through the 10th. Visit the link in our description to get signed up today and work with renowned suspension technician Paul Theed to get a better understanding of what goes into the what, how, and why behind suspension technology in the sport of Supercross and motocross. Visit the link in our description, like I said, and get signed up today for these seminars coming up in November. All right, so like I said, I have not even touched this track once. I'm also not very good at whoops in mxsim anymore, so I have no idea how this is going to go, but we're just going to pretty much jump into it and see. These whoops look absolutely massive. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. So Caleb Hall literally says, please don't download this track or something of that form on the forum post thread. And I can already see why. These whoops are gigantic. I mean, even trying to jump through them is probably going to be a bit of a stretch. Hey, we got a nice little short set right here. Little 4 set, easy to get through there. And just kind of a sweeping long right-handed corner into a bowl. And then a roller into another set. I'm going to try the 5th gear technique. I think most of the top pros do this now. 5th gear in the whoops and just kind of like blip the throttle off of each one. I've always been a 1st gear in the whoops type of guy, so this is what that looks like. You just come in, try to get up on top, and sometimes it just makes it through okay, sometimes it doesn't. But the 5th gear technique, it seems to be kind of the way to go for most guys, although I don't know. I think maybe I should do the 1st gear technique just because I'm more comfortable with it, but I don't think I'll be able to do 1st gear the whole lap in these whoops. Like, oh, here we go. We got a smaller set right here. I still almost died in them, but a little smaller. Variation. Okay, so we got big, small, up and down all around. Made it through a couple sets in a row. Let's see if we can make it through this one. I'm feeling like we're not, and we're not. Okay, so we made it 2 whole sets of whoops and then died. And we're going to make progress. We're going to slowly get better at this track and see if we can't figure out a way around it. I like that it at least broke it up a little bit with some rhythm jumps, some rollers, just to make it so that you're not hitting whoops the whole time. Oh my god, like you just enter the whoops and the rear end will either hook up straight or not, and that is pretty much the determining factor. I mean, believe me, there are top pros in this game that will hit this no problem, but there's also top pros in this game that will struggle with this. It's not as easy as you think to hit whoops in this game. To me, it's kind of similar to MX bikes, where like there's a way to do it right, and once you do it right that first time, basically, then you're pretty much golden. But it's so hard to get the tire on top of every single whoop the way that you want to, and you know, when you only have to prepare for 1 set of whoops every lap, it's kind of easier to get in the right mindset, I guess, coming off of a triple or a wall jump or something like that to be able to do it. But like even right here, like gosh, like these are just straight jumpers pretty much. Look at how big these things are, my goodness. And I don't want to jump through them. I would love to do this whole video where we actually skim the whoops, but I feel like I'm going to struggle to get it. Oh my gosh, this is going to be brutal. It's going to take me so long to probably do this video. I don't know why I decided to do it today, but I'm going to try. So now you guys have seen a whole lap of the track. I'm going to go ahead and focus up and try to actually learn the track and see if we can't figure out some lines that I want to take and hopefully come through these whoops a little bit better. So what I'm starting to learn about this already is I think that the lap that I end up getting through the whoops cleanly, and this whoop set right here is going to kill me. But the lap that I end up getting cleanly, I think, on this track is probably going to have at least a couple sketchy moments, like where I wouldn't even call it like a good clean run through the whoops, but at least it's a run through the whoops, because like I can get on top of these, but you just have like one weird bounce in the middle of it, and at this point I'm just like trying to survive every set. I don't know if I'll ever get to the point where I'm fully comfortable in each set, but I think that's the only possible way I'm going to get through this, is by just like having to get used to having these sketchy moments at the end of these whoops. But we're getting there. I finally feel like I'm finding a little bit more flow in the whoops. It helps not being wide open on every whoop, I think. So I've tailed back from doing that. and we just try to get on top. And if we can get on top, that helps. But like that's what I'm going to have happen a lot right there. I'm going to have moments at the end of the whoops where it just doesn't come together and I bounce awkwardly or something like that. But if I can just survive pretty much most of the sets, I think we're going to be good. I think I've kind of figured out a little bit of a game plan here with attacking each set of whoops. Although, as I say that, I front flip in these whoops again. That set right there, and then the set after the wall jump on the other end of the track are the two. Well, maybe this one after the upcoming triple is also pretty bad. But like this one, not too hard to get on top of. Come out of this corner. You can pretty much quad in here, honestly. And then this one, also not that tough to get on top of. But as I say that, I'm going to go down. I will say, I don't have you road on either, which would make this challenge easier, as odd as that sounds to some of you. But a lot of these whoops are created with erode wearing them down in mind. So if you have erode on, it usually kind of takes a little bit of the edge off of the whoops whenever you hit them in the right spot consistently. If you just randomly hit the whoops over and over again, like in random spots, it's not going to help too much. But if you're able to hit them kind of in the same line and push the whoop down a little bit, that's where it's going to help you. I don't know what the heck I'm going to do about this set. Like, I feel like I need to hit them hard, but then that doesn't seem to work either. The starter whoop is not big enough, I don't think, in this set, because you almost always hit the first whoop and bounce like 3 in, which then makes it just complete luck that you land on the third or fourth whoop in the right angle, the right bounce, right speed. Because if you hit it too fast, even though you're kind of bouncing off it at the right point of it, you might just blow right through it and go into the next whoop a little bit too fast or go over it. And like, I could slow down, I guess, and maybe hit all these, but I really want to hit it like a real challenge. Like I would hit these whoops on a real Supercross track in this game. So I'm just gonna try to, like I said, focus up and get used to hitting these whoops at a comfortable speed, and hopefully get to a point where I can make it through every set and actually have one full lap on this track. All right, so I have made it through every other set of whoops cleanly except this one. So my new strat right now is I'm going to try to figure out how to hit these, because I think what I'm going to do is be like the start of my lap will be after this set of whoops. And I'm going to try to just see if I can make it like the full lap going into these whoops, and then I'll have to Hail Mary these to make it, because I feel like if I start the lap with these over and over again, I'm just going to kill myself with trying to be good at these sets of whoops. Like they're so big, and there's no run up to it because he has them off a wall jump. These have to be the biggest on the track, and these would be better suited either right out of a bowl corner or for sure after one of those triple singles or whatever, because there's no run up. You're coming at them sideways too, off the wall jump. Like there's nothing that you can do that will help in this situation other than maybe roll the wall and then like kind of angle in correctly and just go straight at them, because if you're sideways and you're bouncing through them awkwardly, there's just no hope. And I don't think that these are good 5th gear whoops. I don't think they're good 1st gear whoops, but I don't like, even if I try them, let's try them like 3rd gear right here, right? Like get on top and then just bounce all the way off the track. You're going too fast. You need to be going pretty fast. I wonder maybe 2nd gear with my like little kind of half throttle blip thing that I was doing, because then you just have a little bit more speed. So like, let's land in 2nd, hop up on top, and then try that. I mean, that's something. It's better than nothing, but it's still not great. I don't know if there's a good answer to this other than jumping them. Like, let me see if I just come from off, not off the track, but like, you know what I mean, just not from the wall jump. So a little bit more speed, but that starter whoop doesn't pitch you high enough. Like, that starter whoop needs to get you another, I don't know, 2-3 inches of height on entry, just to kind of almost clear the first whoop. Like, I wonder if I just like straight seat bounce in. I mean, I got on top, but then you get 5 whoops in and it's just death if you're not going the right speed and the right velocity, I guess, with the blipping of the throttle. This is going to be brutal. This set of whoops is by far the worst part of it. I just got to stop overthinking it. Just got to try to get on top and then hit every single whoop. But it's easier said than done. All right, new strategy. If I make it through these whoops, it starts my lap. Otherwise, we're just going to be here all day. So I'm going to try to actually get through these whoops, and that'll be the start of my lap. And then from there, we'll see what happens. But if I don't make it through these whoops to start, there's no way I'm making through it to end them. So I feel like this should be my like do or die. I either begin my lap now or I don't. So this is going to be me just trying to get through these whoops until I can, and then hoping that I don't crash on the rest of the track for the next 20 probably minutes. But I was able to kind of get mostly through them maybe 3 runs ago. But another thing that is coming into play is the last 2 whoops are taller than the rest, and so you're almost always going to get kicked at the end unless you start jumping through them halfway through. But I would like to actually make it through them all the way if I can. So we're going to try our very best to get used to getting on top of them. No promises, and if I do, then great, we'll start a lap. Otherwise, no dice, Jim Rice. All right, I'm counting that to start. Yes, I did triple out, but I actually made it through the whole set. And now we'll see how long I can last on this lap, and I don't even make it through the second set. Sick! Oh my gosh, I actually had a full clean run. Okay, the lap is on. Here we go. Let's see how we do, and we're going down in the second set again. Why does it swap on entry? Like, this set of whoops is not this difficult. But I can't believe I actually had a decent run in that one set. Okay, now we have some progress. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I am not going to sit here for an hour trying to get through these whoops. So we are switching to the jumping strat, which is something I'm more comfortable with in this game anyway these days. And it's super easy to triple all the way through the whoops. So, hey, now we've got a lap started. And that's how we're going to approach this from here on out, because I do not want to have to constantly try to make it through that set and then crash in this set. So let's see what we can do by actually just jumping our way through the first set of ridiculously, unrealistically too big set of whoops. So it's pretty simple. Roll in, triple, 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 triple out. I mean, I could quad maybe a couple of those, but not necessary because we're just trying to actually survive that set of whoops. Now I'm trying to survive this set of whoops, and we're there. All right, so we've got a few corners in now because these are pretty simple. Don't go down on those, and that would be really stupid. Go through this sweeper, and then it is just whoop hell from here. Just 6 straightaways in a row of whoops, and you just gotta hope you get on top of them and don't bounce awkwardly. Little rough there. Good now, though. Triple in over this roller and into this set. Again, just on top. Nothing special. Got it there. Again, on top, nothing special, and we're down halfway through the lap. All right. Roll, triple, 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 back up, we'll double. It's all right. Not the best, not the worst. This is the worst. This is somehow salvaged. Needed a hero save right there to start this lap. Maybe that's a good omen for the rest of the lap, or maybe it's a terrible omen. Through there, clean. Triple in. Roller. Get straightened out. A little bit of an awkward bounce, but we made it. Oh, this is a terrible run into this set, but kind of spooled up okay. Got through those clean. There's a small set, which killed me recently, and it might do it again. No, we made it. Okay. 2 more sets on this side of the track to go. All right, cleanly through there. This one also has killed me. And we made it. First time we've been to the back half of the track over here. Triple in. This set is long. No. Why does it bounce on the last whoop like that? All right, we're just going to finish the lap at this point. Bounce through here a little bit awkwardly, but that's okay. Roller in into this set. We're a little bit out of shape, but we pulled it back together. And this set can be tricky. And we're going to go off the track probably. No, we pulled it back together and hit every single whoop. We did not crash this lap. And honestly, I'm going to call it a win. We did slide out in that third to last set, fourth to last set, whatever you want to call it. But we made it. And we're even going to kind of blitz the last little bit of these whoops. Honestly, I'm calling that a win because this track is brutal. We've been playing it for way too long. Oh my gosh, CH, why did you do this to us? But oh man, we did it. We made a whole lap without crashing on... How many whoop sections are on this track, by the way? 1, 2, I guess you call that 3. And then you got 4, 5, 6, 7. Of course, I'm going to crash. 8, 9, 10 over there, 11 down the back, 12, 13 sets of whoops we have to get through on every single lap. Maybe I should host an invitational race and see which pros would come out to do this. None of them would do it because this is stupid. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As always, appreciate you stopping by and watching. And we look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. So long for now.